Galnet News Update, 13th of November 3310. The Pilots Federation has opened a consultation on whether it should be possible to transfer ships and modules instantly around the galaxy. Engineers have, it turns out, been able to instantly transfer ships between any station with a shipyard and a large enough landing pad for a number of years, but they've been prevented from making the technology available by politicians who believe it's good for the soul to have to wait. Well, the engineers have been secretly fighting back, and they've introduced a prototype instant transfer mechanism already. Commanders who've paid ARCs to buy pre-built ships such as the Python Mark II, the Lakon Type 8 and the Zorgon Peterson Mandalay can effectively instantly transfer their ship from one location to another by selling it remotely and deploying it locally, even in a shipyard that doesn't stock that type of ship. This mechanism does not appear to have stopped the galaxy from turning on its axis, but it does mean that those with ARCs to spend have access to a mechanism that's not available to mere mortals. And they don't have to spend time doing planetary missions while they wait for their preferred ship to arrive. For the sake of fairness, perhaps it makes sense that all commanders should now have access to this instant transfer mechanism. Well, perhaps. But perhaps all this talk of ship transfers is a fundamental misunderstanding of what ships are, particularly when they're not in use. What does it mean to say your ship is in a shipyard in the Tionisla system, when it can be instantly available to you wherever you happen to be? It's everywhere, and it's nowhere. Perhaps it would be better to acknowledge what may be, or may become, the reality. We don't really own our ships at all. When we switch ships, the one we've stored is instantly vaporised, and when we want to use it again, it is, or it could be, almost instantly reconstituted for us by the shipyard at the point of use. Whether it's where we stored it or at Beagle Point, the shipyards could, if they were allowed, have the ship right there ready for us. We don't own our ships, we've paid for the right to use a ship of a particular specification. We shouldn't think of our Crate Mark II being at Jameson Memorial, we should think of it as ready to be created for us wherever and whenever we want it. When we enter the shipyard, there should simply be a list of ship formulations we've previously created, and we should be able to choose the one we want from the local menu, like ordering a particular flavour of ice cream. There may be a convenience fee to pay, but there's no need to wait for a ship to be transferred if it really isn't being transferred, but simply reconstituted locally according to a recipe of parts. Commanders are asked to give their opinions on this consultation on the Pilots Federation forum.